Dear everyone, my name is Rama, and this video is all about the organ of the golden age, which is the age that we're entering now. This golden age is not just something that our planet is undergoing, a shift of the ages. It's something that's actually creation-wide, and that's why, if you're listening to this video, you're here to help that shift occur. So that's why you're here. You're listening to this video because you're in this world to help this shift occur, the shift toward the golden age. Now, the golden age is a term that can be somewhat confusing because of the relationship with money and gold. In actuality, it's the age of the golden light. It's the age of the crown. This is the age of the crown chakra that we're entering. As a creation, we were in this plane. We were in the violet plane. Now we're shifting up to the golden age. So the organ of your body that is the significant feature of this coming age is the crown, the top of your head. So I call this the age of the brain. This is the age of the top of your head. And what is this thing about cycles of creation and ages? What does that mean? Well, in different cycles of creation, there is a predominant organ focus. There's a predominant region of the body that is being cultivated creation-wide, because the human body is a prototype for every atom and for the whole cosmos. All of creation is based on the same system. The human body uses this prototype. Other forms of life use this prototype, the animals and other forms of life in other parts of creation. It's all based on the same fundamental blueprint. And it's the same as the principles that are encoded into the atom and the sun and the solar system and the galaxy. It's all working together as part of one system. And you've heard of the chakras and also the different organs of the body that I focus on. I just talk about all the different chakras as different organs. So in an age of creation, in any particular age, there's a predominant focus, and the coming focus is the crown. This is the age that we're entering. And, you know, this sounds nice and cosmic, but how can you see this in daily life? It's actually very easy. Think about our culture. Our culture is rapidly headed toward a goal. There's a massive cultivation of technology, and there's a clear direction, a shift that has occurred. You know, if you think about since 1900 till now, there's been an incredible shift in the way that our world works. I mean, think about it. We went from being farmers to now everyone's using digital equipment and iPods and this internet and YouTube and all this digital stuff. We've undergone a complete shift. What's happened here? We're entering a new age and a new time period, and what's significant, there's a much more increased rate of transfer of information around the whole culture. You couldn't have a global civilization before, before the advent of the internet, but now we do. We have a global culture. So you can see the coming age in the epitome of modern civilization. The epitome of modern civilization is the city. It's where there's the most technology, and it's the most evidence of this sort of shift in perspective away from the farms and the countryside toward the city. What are we doing there? What do you see in the city? You see metal towers shooting upward toward the sky, right? You have all these people in one place, and there's all this use of technology to get things done in the city. Now, I want to turn your attention to the top of your head. Notice your hair. Your hair is made of silicon. Your silicon is a metal. So your hair is actually thin strands of metal. Primarily it's based on silicon. There's other components, but it's mostly silicon. So your hair are thin strands of metal. Now, notice that your hair shoots straight upward, and then it comes down in the back. Now, people with short hair, their hair sticks straight up. But as your hair gets longer, it comes down. But the motion of the crown and the motion of your hair is straight upward toward the sky. And your hair is made of metal. And I just described a city as a bunch of metal pillars pointed upward toward the sky. If you just look at the city as a shape, you see a bunch of metal pillars pointed upward toward the sky, and this is exactly like the top of your head. You see a bunch of metal wires shooting upward toward the sky. Now, at first you're like, well, what does this really mean? What's this all about? You have to remember that in nature, the language is beauty. You see shapes. Look at these leaves. Look at these trees. Look at how they're shaped. Look at birds. Look at anything in nature. It's got such an emphasis on form and beauty. Now, if you just look at the form of a city, it's actually telling you more than the inhabitants of the city even know. And it's showing you a part of the human body. It's the top of your head. All of modern civilization is striving toward the crown, trying to replicate the crown. What do we have in our upper atmosphere? We have satellites transmitting information around the globe. That's similar to the sun network. The sun is a satellite in the sky. and it's not a satellite of Earth. Yes, that's the astronomical terminology. But if you just think of a satellite as an orb or as a machine in the sky transmitting information around the globe, enabling people to even read your newspaper, right? It's got this massive vision and transfer of information. That's exactly what your brain does. Your brain enables you to see long distance and transfer information. And that's what the sun does. The sun sees everything that's going on in her local solar system. So the satellite, which is responsible for a lot of our modern technology, for us being able to, for you to be able to see this message that I'm transmitting to you, for your cell phone to work, for your GPS system to work, for most of actually all of modern civilization is routed through the satellite system now, except sometimes landline phone, if it's close enough, if it's within the state or within the local area, yes, it's still local. But if you're on the East Coast and you're talking to someone on the West Coast of the United States, that actually too is run through the satellite. And of course, with other countries, it has to be the satellite system. So most of our modern civilization is occurring in the satellite system, and the satellite is like a surrogate sun. In nature, the satellite system is replaced by the sun system, and you would tune in through the top of your head to the sun, and then through the solar network you can communicate with anyone all over creation. Or you can use the sun to then tap into a different part of the planet, or a different planet. You can tune in all over the place using the natural network. And in the new creation system, every atom is like a sun, blazing. The part of the new coming age is a shift at the atomic level, where the atom becomes full and blazing, full of life, and becomes super intelligent. All of physical matter is being upgraded and becoming super intelligent. Your body is becoming super intelligent, and every atom is becoming like a blazing sun. So we are entering the age of the crown. We are entering the age of the brain. So let's do a technique to activate this organ so you can facilitate the coming of the new age, which is why you're here. So let's do that together.
Golden lights radiating from my brain. Golden lights radiating from my brain. Golden light at the hairline. Golden light at the hairline. With infinite vibrations above. With infinite vibrations above. Radiating into infinity. Radiating into love. Radiating into eternity. Golden lights